I would like to pick your thought process on the FMCG space where you are overweight versus the benchmark. Interesting scanners are coming up with old world companies, Marico, Dabur, Lever, for instance, is popping up in many spaces. These are traditionally high PE stocks where fund managers really haven't made serious money. But is the overall stock picking landscape so dry that we've headed back to Lever, Dabur, and Marico?
The one thing, Shell, themes change in markets. So आप 5 साल पहले जाइए 2020 में था कि you can't go wrong buying these companies. That was the theme, that these are the compounders of the world,
Yes.
and you, at whatever time and whatever price you buy it, you will do well. And at that time, I had done a whole half an hour program on why that is not true. So then long periods when they underperform, long periods when they give no return. I mean, levers gave hardly any returns from 1999 to 2010. Nestle also had long periods of underperformance. Bata gave zero returns for 15 years. But the point is, you have to keep looking at the data. At that time, when everybody loved FMCG, nobody looked at ITC because ITC stock was not doing well. Whereas our systems, the first major FMCG stock it liked in 2021 was ITC. And then ITC was among our top performers for the next 2-3 years. But so you have to keep an open mind in the markets, that you can't say, that now there's nothing else. That's why we're going back to FMCG. I mean, they've had a long period of underperformance, but that apart, the other thing is that the consumption slowdown was real, except that people started talking about it in the end of 2024, but the slowdown actually, the low in private consumption in the GDP was in 23-24. So people started talking as an explanation only when the market started to go down. But I had been talking about it from beginning of 24. So that has picked up. The other thing is that the inflation, the consumer inflation is at a low. So now consumer inflation means, see, what was happening earlier was that the food product prices had gone up so high, it was essentially crowding out things like even soap and shampoo from household budgets. And this time, not only has the inflation come down, the actual prices of certain food stuff have come down. So there's more room in the household budget. And also, again, some of these input prices, whether they're things like edible oils or petrochemicals, which derive from crude, again, the last 2 years, generally the trend has been down. So it is a good effect on the revenue side and a good effect on the margin side. So that's why, and as I said, there's been a long period of underperformance also. With more FMCG stocks, our systems have been liking for the last 1 year, and we've been adding some. We made some changes also within the sector. IT also, we moved a little from large cap to mid cap, but I'm saying as a sector as a whole, that's the thing. See, always as human beings, the stories persist in our mind. So I'll give you another example. Capital goods, industrial machinery, we went overweight from October 21. Most fund managers sort of started thinking about it a whole 2 years later. Because why? Because 12 years before that 21, from 2009 to 21, that sector gave no return. The compounding was 2%. And people said, ये तो देखने वाला ही sector नहीं है, बेकार है. So that, don't let stories persist in your head when the data tells you something different. That's why we use systems. That's why we say, first heavy lifting is done by a system, so that it forces you to look at data.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.